Welcome back to the third and final segment of the Loveland Report and the Loner Ranger Show. We've been talking about how sales are up the end of this year, the Trump bump, we're calling it. We're talking about investing in 2025. We're talking about the 2025 market being better than 2024 and probably 2023. In this segment, I'm going to dive into no new truths out there. I've got the Loner Ranger alongside me.
Yes,
we are the most listened to real estate and mortgage show in the known universe, of any podcast, of any Spotify,
and we give you the real news. We don't give you any of
any HD radio, 8-track tape. We are the best.
We are on HD.
We are on HD
We're
radio.
on HD radio, right? Yep. We're on AM. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and YouTube.
Yep.
I mean, come on, we're omnipresent. You can't not find us, right? And yes, so
we can help you anywhere with the sound of our voice. We can help. Actually, you can help outside the sound of our voice. If they're in any state in the union, you can do their loan, right?
Absolutely. Anywhere in the United States.
I can help you with real estate just about anywhere in the United States. My team will help you here in Central Florida with your buying, with your selling, or your property management, Bruce. And what I wanted to dive into this segment, a little bit of, there's no new truths. You know, every year as real estate slowed down, you see all these, I see all these emails about, oh, we do it the right way. Learn how to use your social media to get more real estate deals. Learn how to buy real estate. Buy your real estate through us. We'll buy your home and share the equity, and you'll have, I mean, all these gimmicks.
All kinds of gimmicks.
There's no new truths. Real estate slowed down. It actually was the time to be buying because what's Warren Buffett say? Be greedy when others are fearful,
and be fearful when others are greedy.
While you're drinking a cherry Coke, right? Is that what he drinks?
That's right.
So, but it's just, this is where I see all these a lot of the big Silicon Valley real estate companies, you know, they just start up a website and they start buying properties and they start a hedge fund. They've consolidated. Their stocks aren't that great. You
Right.
know, they're not penny stocks, but they're dollar stocks. They're just not doing that well. Real estate it's the same thing, you know, is
over and over
again. Nothing new. It's marketing, getting your house out there, but you've got it in this environment. It's not it's not a buyer's market. It's still a slight seller's market. But you've got to be aware of what's going on around you. So Bruce, I sit down with my sellers when I list them.
Yes.
If we're going to sell, that's the plan. And we look at, all right, you're a 4-3 with 2,300 square feet. And here's the prices I think we need to be. And you've got 5 of your neighbors are priced at $499. So we probably ought to go on at $495. You don't go on at $545. But there's some realtors out there that were not even taught how to do that analysis.
No, they're not.
And then
they're using square footage.
Yeah, or dollars per square foot, which only works if you're comparing the exact same size home, and it's not the way to do it.
In the same neighborhood.
You've got to use a substitution principle and look at the work done to the property, the year the work was done. You got to look at the square footage, extra garage, view, lot size, all these things that don't work with dollars per square foot, condition, all those things. So you got to look at that when you're planning out with somebody what they're going to do. Same thing with their just investing, you know, rentals.
Absolutely.
And it's funny. I had somebody
go over that with them.
I want the 1% rule. If my house is worth $400, I want that $4,000 in rent. Well, that stopped working when houses climbed above $200,000.
Yes,
it really did. You're going to make about 6-7% on your money on an investment property when you put 20 to 25% down. You've got the appreciation, which you don't know. Now, lately, that's just been about 2 or 3%, depending on what kind of house. Also, you've got the work you put into it. But that's why, you know, the investment properties, that's a long-term play. It's not like you're not going to get into it and sell them 2 years from now.
It's get rich slow. If you think you're going to jump in this thing and flip homes and make a bunch of money, I believe that you are going to be in for a rude awakening. However, we do believe that real estate does create wealth. We've seen it. We know statistics say that 70% of the wealth in the United States is built through real estate. So if 70% is built through real estate, and I don't have the skills to be a movie star or a country star, so it's got to be. I don't have a lot of other choices.
I missed my calling. I never played sports. I could have been a professional athlete, I think, but I never played sports. So I thought that was kind of a key part why I didn't make it in it. But it's just, this is where you can make some good money. We tell you at our Leapfrog seminar on January 22nd how to do it. Slow and steady wins the race, and how to pay these properties off quickly. How to have all this property cash flowing for you. This is not gimmicks. We are not selling CDs, 8-track tapes. We're not selling videos.
No program. You don't have to sign up for some
monthly coaching
program.
I've seen it all. It's funny, Bruce. I got a phone call last week from a gentleman calling me about one of my listings, and he got me on the phone, and I can smell it in a second. He's reading off a script about how he wants to do a great offer for my seller. And I go, how much are you going to write it for? 50% or 60% of list price? He's like, He thought I was in his room with him reading his script. And I said, and he goes, "What? Excuse me?" And I'm like, "Well, is that not on your script? What's going on?" And that just totally flummoxed him.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I was kind of like
You
a cat.
didn't
It's
do
kind of like a
that.
cat playing with a bird, a dead bird. But anyway, all these companies advertising, "We'll buy your property," or there's no reason to do that. You're giving away your equity. And they talk about, oh,
Sure.
how great it was to not have to clean up the property. Well, if you just cleaned up your property and had a garage sale, put some stuff in storage, and I came over and told you, hey, let me have my guy clean up the yard for you. Let me have my guy stage the inside of the house for you a little bit. Let's do some professional photography. And you're going to have a couple realtors a week coming through. Is that worth making an extra 50, 80 grand?
I think it is.
I think it is.
I think it is. And I can tell you that businesses don't make money that buy your home sight unseen and pay you fair market value. They're going to give you pennies on the dollar when it comes to that.
That's their job. I mean,
but these
how could they?
commercials sound so convincing that people just believe them.
Mhm.
It's like, have you hear these new commercials and they'll say something like it's a benefit. Like I was driving by a bank the other day and it was completely online banking and there was no people involved and they were promoting it like this is just as cool as can be. You don't even have to have. And I'm thinking, you know what? That's all fine and dandy until something's not working right. And I need a person. And it absolutely drives me crazy when I'm selecting companies to do business with. I will, in my equation, in my thought process, I want to know, can I reach somebody when I need them? And I'm having IT problems with one of my recording devices right now, and I can't reach people. I'm talking to a computer and they can't figure it out. So anyway, that's the Loner Ranger, and it is a new year. So we have got a lot of stuff we're going to do. We're going to be helping more and more people become homeowners and save money with refinancing. So I want to talk to all my friends out there about refinancing. If you have been waiting for interest rates to drop, to lower your rate, lower your payment, eliminate PMI, I'm going to tell you now is not the time. What do you need to do? This is the time to get on my VIP watch list. So you're not going to get a sales pitch. You're going to get me looking at your documents. We determine a target rate for you that makes it worthwhile for you to refinance. We get your documents together. When that rate hits, we're able to lock it in and away you go. So if you want a mortgage company that's going to be honest with you, then let me help you with your financing. But now is not the time to pull the trigger. Now is the time to get on my watch list, and you will get information regularly once you're on that watch list. For those of you that have overspent or you need to pay off a wife for an ex-wife or an ex-husband, and you've got to pull some equity out of your property for home repairs, then do it now. Now's the time to do it. I've got a lady right now that I literally cannot help her understand that now is the right time for her to refinance and pull equity out. She needs money to do home repairs and she has to put a new roof on. She's paying $3,500 a year for homeowners insurance and she should be paying $2,500.
Yeah.
And yet she is afraid to refinance it. And I'm like, every month you wait, you're costing yourself more money. You're paying for all this extra insurance.
Yeah.
The insurance is going to cancel you if you don't put a new roof on.
Yeah.
And you've got the ability to do it.
No way
And
around
she's
that.
not doing it.
And sometimes I sat down with somebody a couple of weeks ago, Bruce, that was a downside situation. Husband had passed, house needed a bunch of repairs, the roof also, this was a tile roof. So it was 60 grand. Oh, yeah. And so, and literally there was a ton of equity in the home. This is a $700,000 home. And I said, well, why don't you, and I pulled up some homes on my iPad for for 450, 500,000 that were gorgeous, totally redone, 2/3 the square footage in neighborhoods she liked, closer to the grandkids.
Sure.
And after I went through that, she's like, oh, okay, that's a good plan. So in the price of the home, we're going to have the new roof. We're going to have all these things done. I have
do it.
When I go out and talk to people, Bruce, with my 50-point staging checklist, we go over what I usually give them a price. All right. They think they need to spend 5-10% of the price of their home to fix it up. I'm like, nope, we probably need about 1 or 2% and some sweat equity of getting things packed up, moved around, rearranged furniture, get rid of the extra couch, put the dog crates in the extra bedroom, that kind of stuff. We're just prettying the house up, and it's literally 1 or 2% of the price. But I give them a price of, hey, you're going to be 750 the way you look. Let's spend 10 grand, 15 grand, and you'll be 799. So there's a return there on that.
That's a huge difference.
So, and that's what's important. I have people coming in that say, well, the last realtor told me to remodel the whole kitchen and the guest bath. I'm like, well, let me guess. Their husband was the contractor that was going to do that work for you. And they're like, how'd you know? So be careful on that, but call me if you've got plans on doing that for the new year. Any of your family needs help. 407-352-8118 for Cleve Loveland, or go to cleveloveland.com.
Yeah, or call the Lone Ranger. We can get things started for you right here as well, by getting your application started and get things all squared away for you. So call the Lone Ranger at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. So, Cleve, it's a new year. We got all kinds of new things. People start joining gyms, going and creating these New Year's resolutions. And then by February, what do you think happens?
They stop
doing it.
The gym still gets their monthly fee,
but gym gets their monthly fee, and you don't get thinner. Yep. You just went to the gym at the busiest time you could possibly imagine. Yep. But people do the same thing when it comes to their investing.
Yeah.
They just put it off because I think it bothers people. I think it irritates people. I think people have anxiety about their investments, so they don't take it seriously enough. And you know when they start taking it seriously? When it's too late.
They're in their 50s and late 50s and 60s.
When they're in their 60s and they're sitting here and they wondered because they co-signed for a grandkid that ruined their credit. They co-signed for their daughter to get into a house. They co-signed for somebody else. Now they can't do anything for themselves. Don't put yourself in that position. Don't put yourself in that position. Come see me. I will help you. You can count on me because I have the financial wherewithal, because I have my PhD, okay, my public high school diploma equivalency,
Yep.
okay, and I can help you get your money in order. All of you folks out there that have higher educations than me, bring me your bank statements and show me your bank statements. I'll show you mine. If mine are bigger than yours, then you listen to me and I'll help you invest correctly.
I think we'll show everybody that at the Leapfrog class. I just think having a couple rental properties, and our Leapfrog class will work for anybody, whether you're just starting out, you need your first home, or maybe you're in your 50s, 60s, you're in the dream home, but it's gotten a little too big and you're downsizing. We had somebody, a good customer last year, sold the big house for $750 and bought 3 rentals.
Yes.
And now those have all gone up more than the $750,000 house would have gone up. Plus they got rental income.
Absolutely.
So, and they're
leapfroggers too. They just bought another property down in South Florida.
Yep. So I mean, all these things we can help you with. We've seen what works. We've seen what doesn't. I just think 2025 is going to be the year to be investing in real estate. At least get yourself your first home or your second home. Call me at 407-352-8118 or go to cleveloveland.com.
Yeah. Or you can call the Lone Ranger right now at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or WeBringYouHome.com. If you're looking to expand your horizons and you're in the mortgage business, call me. I'm hiring loan officer assistants. I'm looking for talented people that are in the business that would like to have their own mortgage branch. I will help you. All you got to do is go to WeBringYouHome.com or call the Lone Ranger at 407-250-9144. When we get back, we will, no matter of fact, we're not coming back.
This is our final segment.
This is our last segment of
show of 2024.
2024. Yay. So the next show will be Cleve and I, and it'll be a brand new year. So I want to thank all of you for listening to our show this year and for all the years past. Cleve and I are grateful to each and every one of you, and know that we are always here for you. Cleve Loveland, the voice of real estate in Orlando, 407-352-8118. Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, at 407-250-9144, or WeBringYouHome.com.
Happy New Year.
Bless each and every one of you. We'll see you next year.